Hello, I am an investment banker. You know, it's just joking. I want to tell you something before to start with my speech. Like 2 months ago, I received the confirmation from the people of TED to come here and to do my speech. And I started to speak with them, and they told me, you have to do it in this way, you have to speak in this way. And I say, but it's going to be in English? And they say, of course, that yes. And then I say, I don't want to go because my English is not enough good. Then I decided not to go. But 2 weeks ago, I decided to push myself to know that I have something to tell you and to be here. I am here with my bad English, with my bad accent, but in the way I have something to tell you, I want to tell you. Okay, let's try to start. I'm going to do something, like you say that I am an investment banker, I am going to do something different. I'm going to take out my tie, then I'm not going to look like one, but after that I will have to put it again. Let's try to start. Okay, this picture is my mom, it's my mother. It was like in 2010, 3 years ago, just after a closing deal that I did, one really successful. I married with doing 2 Spanish companies. We were one with my father and my mother to celebrate it. And at the middle of the dinner, she asked me something like this. Pepe is my nickname, it's the same of Jose. How can it be that you have been helping so many huge companies buying or selling each other? You generate as much money as you did, and at the end, we are in the current crisis. I say, ma'am, it's really easy to understand. The politicians. Okay, just joking. Okay, but then I come back to my house. I don't know if thanks to the bottle of wine that I drank, but I start to think about this tricky question. I said, that's true? We're in crisis? I did a successful deals. I make a lot of money, but we're in crisis. Something is wrong, don't you think? And then I saw myself calling to my mother a week later, saying something like that. Mom, I have been an investment banker, and I realized that I have sinned bad. I recognize my errors, and I'm going to change. I didn't know in which way I was going to change, but I decided to change. Okay, let's stop for a second here. I'm going to tell you something about my story, about myself. When I was a kid, I knew perfectly what I want to be when I grew older. I want to be in one of these fantastic offices. I want to be in a long board of directors, also to work a lot of hours, to make huge deals, mergers acquisition in Tokyo, in Singapore, around all the world. Yes, I want to be an investment banker. Okay, then I decided to do the typical things that you have to do. You major in economics, you go to the university, then you are #1 of your promotion, then I did, and then you start for work for one of the best companies in the world, Coopers & Lybrand. After that, the merger with PricewaterhouseCoopers, that goes on. And after that, what I did, I went to university again to improve my skills, and then I choose a university. I went to Harvard, okay, of course. And then, what I did, when I was 27 years old, I was there. I was working for one of the most successful M&A mergers and acquisitions boutique here in Spain. I was an investment banker, a real investment banker. I was in a fantastic room. I was in my fantastic office. I was working more hours than I have thought, never less than 14, 15 hours, weekends included. I bought a car, a really nice one, and I was there. I was an investment banker. It's nice, no? Okay, but let's focus again in the question my mother asked to me. During this period, I did circa of 30 successful transactions with an enterprise value of 2 billion euros, with a leverage of 50%, 1 billion euros of debt. In fees, I generate circa 35 million, more or less in 5-6 years. It means per year, circa of 6 millions. Okay, I did this exercise. I took all the transactions, but I just choose 10. okay, with an enterprise value of 1.2 billion. And the revenues of these 10 was just 1 billion of euros and was estimated for 2010 circa of 1.5 billion. It was in 2 years to increase the revenue 50%. But what happened? I took these 10 companies, I look in papers and start to see what happened with this company. 2 were bankruptcy. 7 restructured the debt. 8 reduced their personnel. 9 reduced their revenue. And just 1 achieved the goals. Okay, and also, the enterprise value of that 10 companies, reduced from 2.2 estimated to just 700. That means that I helped to lose 70% of the value of the companies. Then, as you can imagine, I feel that I didn't generate any value. I felt that I had sold a lie, maybe. I contributed to generate a bubble, by sure. And I was part of the problem. Ma'am, I have been investment banker, and I realized at the time, yeah, by true. Okay, then I had to look for the origin of the things. I know that I have a problem, then how can I fix the problem? Just, I put myself in the middle of each deals, and then I start to look around each deal. I went from the financials, commercial, operationals, from my side, from other side, from competitor side, and then I did what I call, since then, a view of 360 degrees, okay? And what I realized, first, evolution, nothing is eternal, never forget that. Always the things change. Second, perspective, different angles. You have to go to the top of the mountain if you want to see the things in a different way. Third, rethinking. Think always twice, and after, think again, and after, again, and again, and again. Always rethink. And fourth, never confuse what is something correct versus to do the things correctly. Totally different. Okay, and just for conclude, I have to say thank you to this man. Why? Because he gave us a fantastic phrase. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, okay? If you want to change something, you must have 5 things in your mind. First, vocation. Second, dedication. Third, knowledge. Fourth, creativity. And fifth, deontology. Vocation, you must love the thing that you do. Second, dedication, you have to be a hard worker. Third, knowledge, you have to go deeply in your knowledge and also in the knowledge of the rest of the people. Creativity, try to look at the things in a different way. And fifth, please, don't confuse what is the difference between to do the correct thing with to do the things correctly. And just for finish, I want to give you a phrase. The only way to improve is helping each other. That's true 100%. And the enemies are not outside. The enemies is oneself. I am still an investment banker, but I do it in a different way. I do it with creativity. Okay, thank you.